of Thomas Nolan. Nolan once again finds a shot and a good glove save. Thomas Nolan with back-to-back saves, receiving some head taps. As multiple chances there by the Space Coast as Luca Patel had the real opportunity. Father Amar Patel coaching this team. We saw it a couple times yesterday. It just seemed like those long-distance floaters found its way into the back of the net as the netminders in between the pipes for multiple teams just saw that puck float and just seemed to lose it in the lights, as it is possible with these fluorescents out here at the Orlando Ice Den in Maitland, Florida. And here comes Petit now pushing it up. The number 86 looking to go 1-on-3, centering pass. Oh, and the opportunity was there, but not quite as the stick wasn't there to reach. Look for another centering pass towards the front of the crease here of Thomas Nolan. Wraps around off the pad, save. Both teams trading blows, but no one can get the knockout so far. Looking for any opportunity. Both teams have been on the ropes, but nothing quite as here's through the stick of Petit. Petit now. Quick little dangle around the defender of the crunch. Petit still with it. Goes to flick it up. Oh, and is it saved? And it's saved! Thomas Nolan from his backside reaches around stick side with the left hand and pushes it out of the crease. But the Icemen doing everything they can to keep that pressure on, and that neutral zone release will be much appreciated for the Hawks as it goes back into the neutral zone for Virgil Janes with 6 minutes remaining in the first period. 0-0 all square here on the pro side of the Orlando Ice Den as the pass was taken over to Daniel Pavlinov. Shot taken, goal! Wrapped around the frame. Pass goes wrapped around. Trickles taken on the forehand, onto the backhand. And that's number 91, Gunnar Isaacson, on the goal to make it 1-0 for the Jacksonville Junior Icemen.
Gunnar Isaacson with that backhand.
Lucas Alonso here on the faceoff as quickly tried to clear it out by the Junior Mocs. Opportunity taken there by Hauk. Again, taken by number 13, Hauk, and it just goes wide. Alonso on the cleanup. Fired on net and it scores! That's how you do the power play. Alonso to Hauk. Touch the knuckles, and that's 1-0 for the Central Florida Hockey Club. Bears early on here. Puck crept back into the neutral zone. Well, we've had an electric day of hockey here so far, folks. For those of you who have been keeping up with us all day, we've had 6 different games go into overtime already. And we look to have that close by. We've had 2 come back to take the lead in our previous 2 games, only for both the Golden Wolves sides to unfortunately find that lead slip away. And both the Tampa Bay Crunch and the Clearwater Ice Storm taking the previous 2 games that I have called. And now zone, but turned over onto the stick of Arlo Broglie. Broglie on the attack, goes up the center ice, dumps it up, shot, goal! I believe that was Barranco again. 2 for Julian Barranco, makes it 3-0 for the Jacksonville Junior Icemen, and it's already 3-0 with 1 minute and 58 seconds remaining in the first period.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think the whole situation of just having a team like Oakland going up against a team like Boston. Boston had the superior roster. They had the superior bullpen, I would argue. Just a superior team in general, and obviously that showed with their World Series win. But I think this is the biggest issue I always have with MVP awards too, is it always seems to go to the most popular player, things like that. I would argue that Giannis is probably going to be an MVP candidate in the NBA this year. But when it comes to the MLB and getting a Coach of the Year, I think that's why Alex Cora didn't get it. And I think I would argue that they got it right. I think Bob Melvin took this Oakland team who, before this season, had 3 losing records in a row before they had a winning record, which he happened to win again that year when they had that winning record back in 2014. So I think they got it right. He came back with a winning record, got them into the second spot in the AL West, which not the strongest division, but definitely made his case. And I think with the lack of talent that he had to have the record that he did, I think it stood out. I think I would say, yeah, Acuna definitely deserved it. What we've been talking about so far, just what a player kind of means to a team. And I think what Acuna did for the Braves definitely outweighs what Soto did for I'm drawing a blank.
Nationals.
Washington. Thank you. I was gonna say Seattle, Washington, but I was like, that's not right. But Acuna, what he did for the Braves, leading off and being just the spark that you want to have in that leadoff position, and to kind of get things going for your team. We saw how many times he would lead off a game, just jacking one over the wall, and all of a sudden you're already up 1-0. That gives a lot of confidence to a team in comparison to what Soto did. Soto didn't have a bad rookie year. There's a reason he was in the Rookie of the Year nominations. But what Acuna did absolutely outweighs what Soto did for the Nationals.
Transition offense, because they get most of the points on that.
Yeah, and you're going to want to expose this team for sure on those transition periods. Max Mahood can skate like no one else's business. He's going to run you up and down these boards all day, along with Conley. Those two guys running these wing play is just going to make sure that this defense for Long Beach is going to be exhausted by the second period, because if we can get in these later games, get an early tally on here for NAU like they did against ASU a few days ago, we can definitely see a high-scoring game, I believe, with this Long Beach and NAU teams.
Definitely.
And that was great hustle there by Lucas Lomax, who could have noticed that there was going to be an icing opportunity there that would have been in Long Beach's favor. Hustles down the ice and prevents that from being called. So that was Malachi Bushy right there.
Yeah, so Mahood was in that crafting that transition. It's all about the cleaning up off the backboard. Mahood there with the assist and the cleanup from NAU. Great read there from Bushy as he cleans it up after Mahood drives in with the nutmeg.
And that's going to be his third goal on the season. 3 points on the season as well. 3 goals, that's what will get you 3 points. And that was great heads-up awareness by the young man, the sophomore out of Tucson, as he was crashing onto Moroz, who has been stellar tonight. Nothing short of stellar. But we definitely warned about Mahood earlier in this game that he was going to be a danger, that he was going to make plays happen. And we saw Mahood crash the net, and Malachi Bushy following right behind it to finally make this a 1-1 game.
Exactly.
Got to shut him down, and if you're NAU, you cannot let him get wide open like that. Wide open on the far boards. And that's just unfortunate there for the Ice Jacks. Going down 2-0 here, 4 minutes left in this first period. And the Lobos breaking out quick here. Dunwoody trying to allow that forecheck pressure to continue on the Ice Jacks. And that's just going to get cleared out. Over here to Ben Hopp.
Welcome back to the Overtime. I'm Collin Fewkes, and here's what's going on this weekend in Northern Arizona sports. The Ice Jacks are coming off a high-scoring game against New Mexico. They have 2 games this weekend, one on Friday and one on Saturday. Both games have puck drop at 8:30 p.m. at J. Lively Ice Arena. Next up, NAU volleyball will have to carry their fantastic season by taking on the 10-13 overall Montana State on Saturday. That game will start at 6:30. Finally, NAU football is coming off a rough loss last week over homecoming weekend. Tomorrow, they will travel to Davis, California for a matchup to face UC Davis at 1 p.m. Well, that's all we got this weekend, so make sure to get out there and support local sports.